Vulnerability is not winning or losing. It's having the courage to show up and be seen when we have no control over the outcome. What we know matters, but who we are matters more. Courage starts with showing up and letting ourselves be seen. You can choose courage, or you can choose comfort, but you cannot have both. Shame is the most powerful master emotion. It's the fear that we're not good enough. When we deny our stories, they define us. When we own our stories, we get to write a brave new ending. Connection is why we're here. It is what gives purpose and meaning to our lives. Daring greatly is not about winning or losing. It's about courage. Owning our story can be hard, but not nearly as difficult as spending our lives running from it. I define vulnerability as uncertainty, risk, and emotional exposure. In order for connection to happen, we have to allow ourselves to be seen. Imperfections are not inadequacies. They are reminders that we're all in this together. You are imperfect, you are wired for struggle, but you are worthy of love and belonging. The opposite of belonging is fitting in. Daring greatly means the courage to be vulnerable. Compassionate people ask for what they need. They say no when they need to, and when they say yes, they mean it. The world is desperate for the wholehearted. True belonging doesn't require you to change who you are. It requires you to be who you are. We don't have to do all of it alone. We were never meant to. Vulnerability sounds like truth and feels like courage. Truth and courage aren't always comfortable, but they're never weakness. Braving the wilderness is about the courage to stand alone, the strength to love, and the capacity to belong in a world that doesn't always understand. We can choose courage, or we can choose comfort, but we can't have both. If you want to be courageous, you have to be willing to be vulnerable. Owning your story is the bravest thing you can do. You either walk inside your story and own it, or you stand outside your story and hustle for your worthiness. We are inextricably linked in this journey of life. We must be brave enough to show up and let ourselves be seen. One of the most courageous things you can do is identify yourself, know who you are, and be that person. You are enough just as you are. The willingness to show up changes us. It makes us a little braver each time. Vulnerability is not about winning or losing. It's about having the courage to show up and be seen when we have no control over the outcome. When you stop hustling for your worthiness, you'll be free. Daring greatly is about being willing to be seen, to be vulnerable, and to take risks. The most powerful way to transform your life is to let go of the fear of what other people think. Courage is contagious. Every time we choose courage, we make everyone around us a little better and the world a little braver. You can't get to courage without walking through vulnerability. If you're not in the arena also getting your ass kicked, I'm not interested in your feedback. You can't experience true belonging until you're willing to let go of the belief that you have to be something different in order to be loved. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we allow others to do the same. We don't have to be perfect, we just need to be real. Vulnerability is the birthplace of creativity, innovation, and change. The goal is not to be perfect by the end of the journey, but to be brave enough to be imperfect. Sometimes the bravest and most important thing you can do is just show up. It's not about perfect, it's about courage. We are all made of stories. Choose the one you want to live. The only thing that separates us from the people who have everything they want in life is the story we tell ourselves about who we are. Connection is the energy that is created between people when they feel seen, heard, and valued. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to take action in spite of fear. You can't be courageous without being vulnerable.